Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, Flashback TNT, and welcome back to another pickup video where I'm adding some more games back to my collection that I had as a kid. Got like a handful of games for you again today, and an accessory which I'll start with. There's a couple of games in here as well that I didn't have as a kid, but I've decided to add them to the collection because I wanted them, and I want to play them, I want to try them, so I've done that. We'll get to them soon. The first thing I'm going to start with is an accessory, and it's for the NES, the Video Game Enhancer Game Genie. I can remember having this as a kid. Obviously the NES games were really hard, so I would use this. I can't remember what I used it on now, to be honest. I'll have to look at the game list of what it supports and see. As you see, the box is in decent nick, which I'm pleased about. This was 25 quid all in, posted. I haven't actually tried it yet either. It was $14.99 from John Menzies at one point. Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. It's got everything inside, all the inserts and stuff, and the book that it comes with. So yeah, I'll give that a go at some point when I've got a NES set up. So happy to add that back to the collection. It's more of a shelf piece, to be honest. A bit of a memory. See, you can see inside there. It's got everything there, the book and the tray. So yeah, that was a nice little addition, that. I'll put that up there. There you go. Next couple of games for PlayStation 1. Nothing fantastic, and both sports games, but they're both games that I played for hours and hours with my mate. First one, Olympic soccer. Probably one of the worst football games you'll ever play. But honestly, me and my friend loved this. We used to have a good laugh. The commentary is what made this so funny, and the way you could score from the halfway line. I can remember my friend Jordan mastered it. He could curl it in from the halfway line every time. And I can remember the commentator saying, like, if Alan Green, if you'd done a bad tackle, he'd say something daft like, "Oh, it doesn't look like they'll be having dinner tonight," and it always used to make us chuckle. Some of the phrases that he came out with. So I thought, for the sake of like £2, which I think this was, I've got to add it. Case it's got a slight crack on, but it's complete, and it's even got its leaflet as well. So yeah, got to have a go at that. I actually forgot what that game was called, and I had to look it up. But I've got so many good memories, so why not add it? Brilliant. And this is another game me and my friend Jordan used to play a lot, and I reckon it's a brilliant tennis game, this, and a corner cover smash court tennis. I don't hear it mentioned an awful lot as a tennis game, like by tennis game fans, to be honest. But we had some really good battles on this, or like doubles. This is in decent nick. I think this was a £5 posted. So a little bit more expensive than the Olympic soccer, but I thought it was worth it. Complete as well. So yeah, what numbers are those? That's 01833. Let's see if you can see that. Yep. Olympic soccer. What was that? That's interesting. Wow. Hey, Mark Burnout Culture, you might fancy this one. It's pretty close to your target. See it? 113. Get it? You'll love it. What next? What next? Tell you what, we'll go with a Sega Master System game. So I never had this as a kid for the Master System, but it was a game I wanted to pick up quite a number of years ago now. I can remember it going for around 15 quid. But I never pulled the trigger on it. A bit similar to Paper Mario on the GameCube. That's another one that stung me in the end, and I finally added it a few months ago. And I thought I better pull the trigger on this because it's just gone up in value, and it cost me 55 quid. And that game is Master of Darkness. Lovely condition, as you can see. 55 quid it was. everyone knows what this is by now. That's why the popularity's been rising. It's like a Castlevania rip-off for the Sega Master System. Complete. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this one, actually, to be honest. Decent manual on it as well. Bit of crinkling here and there, but there's quite a bit of a price difference between the Master of Darkness Complete and missing the manual, I noticed. So I bided my time and picked one when I seen it was nice condition. So yeah, really chuffed at that. Should have added it 4 years ago and saved myself around 40 quid. But there you go. So yeah, a nice little game I did there that I want to play. Never played as a kid, but I look forward to that. Can you see that there? Oh, that looks lovely. There we go. Lovely. Now, the next one was done. This deal was done with a fellow YouTuber. He listed some games he had for sale. Well, he mentioned he was going to sell some of these games, and I asked him to see what he had on offer. And he had a couple of games amongst a big pile of games that I fancied, and I was going to add in the PAL region, because these two games I didn't have either, but I always fancied playing them and I wanted to add them. So the first one I added, this was J Cybersnake 7, by the way. The first one I added was Virtua Racing. The eagle-eyed of you will notice it's the Japanese version. And the second one was Daimakai Miura. So obviously, is it Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts? Can't remember. I always get mixed up. Yeah. Now this one, me and my wife enjoyed it at Arcade Club in Bury. And I thought, look at the artwork on that. Thought it's definitely something I need to add. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's Japanese, it's an arcade game, and I prefer the artwork on these. Complete. Jay did me a fantastic deal on these, he did. What a lovely card that is. So I'll see how far I can get on the Ghouls and Ghosts. Is it Ghosts and Goblins? I don't know. Can't remember now. 1988 Capcom. 1989 Sega. Yeah, and this one, Virtua Racing, this is a game I wanted to play for a long time. I know it's quite a favourite of few people. I think Steve Benway has mentioned it a few times. But look at the graphics on that. I mean, for 16-bit, that's fantastic. I like the look of this, and anyone who's watched my channel will know I like Vroom on the Amiga, and it reminds me of that in a certain way. This one's complete as well. What I love about this is the look at the cart on that. It's got a few little added extras. Lovely. I do love the Mega Drive logo, the Japanese Mega Drive logo. That's something about that. I really like it. So it may be something I'll delve into in the future if I fancy some more Mega Drive games. I said to a couple of my friends who was talking to at the time when I showed these off in a WhatsApp chat that I'm not shackled by nostalgia for the Mega Drive or the SNES. So the games I fancy, I'm just going to buy the Japanese versions of, or the Genesis versions of. I mean, if there's a cheap PAL option, I will. But for the price of the Japanese versions of certain games, and for the artwork you get, then I might as well just go that route. I mean, the artwork on them on display and to play, obviously you get 60 Hz compared to the PAL. It's a no-brainer really, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a fresh avenue for my collecting, and I'm not shackled by any nostalgia or stuff like that. I'm free. I can collect what I want for the Mega Drive and the SNES. Yeah, so I've got 2 games left, and these are for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Mighty NES. I got these 2 off Facebook. A guy was selling up his collection, so I decided to go for it and get these 2 off him. The first one, you see me pick up box for the Game Boy up for this game, and this game is Tetris. Got a bit of story to tell about this actually in a second, but I'll show you the second one first. This is one I've wanted for a long time, and finally pulled the trigger on it. It's a game I played a lot, and it's renowned for being hard. I got nearly all the way through it on the NES Mini, but I just didn't get around to completing it in the end. But that's Shadow Warriors or Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, so I'm really chuffed to have this. Again, Mark Burnout Culture, I've literally just watched your video about you picked up Wizards and Warriors. So yeah, you should definitely pick up this game. Fantastic. So I'm pleased with the condition of this. Obviously they're not absolutely mint, but I'm happy with them. They're nice, honest copies. Yeah, and as I say, all complete in there. Manual, the cart tray thing, plastic sleeves, sorry, and the polystyrene block. The story I want to tell about this is they both arrived from the guy, and I'd asked beforehand. It showed me loads of pictures, but for some reason you just hadn't showed me the code on both carts. Now they're both UKV boxes. That's a UKV cart, but when I looked at this one, it actually had a FRA cart, so I think it must be French. So I asked him. I said, I asked about the UKV cart, and he himself, he just didn't bother checking because he'd always assumed it was. And to be fair to him, he literally just transferred me 40 quid back straight away, because these cost me £113 posted together. So yeah, he just transferred me 40 back for this straight away. So he said, just buy yourself a cart and call it quits at that. So I thought that was really generous of him, to be honest, because I still have the French cart for this to sell on as well. I offered to send him the money for the French cart, but he wouldn't have it. No, once I sold it, he wouldn't have it anyway. So that was decent of him. So yeah, I'm just on the lookout for a UKV cart for that now. I mean, still playable, obviously. Just if you want to be a completionist. So yeah, I was really chuffed with them. I always love holding like these, very tangible and very nostalgic. Like walking in BTs and seeing these on the shelf like this in a line. Yeah, so I was really pleased to add them. So that's my retro pickups for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave any comments below if you've got anything to add. I always, as you know, I always like to read what you want to say. Maybe tell me, please tell me whether that's Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins. It's gone. I'd have to pause it and have a look. It's going to do my head in now. Anyway, yeah, let us know if you've played any of the games and what you think of them. So I'll leave it at that, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.